On the night of May 1st, 2011, in the quiet town of Abbottabad, Pakistan, two stealth helicopters cut silently through the darkness. Inside, the world's most elite commandos prepared for a mission that had been years in the making, to capture or kill Osama bin Laden, the man behind the September 11 attacks. For nearly a decade, he had eluded intelligence agencies, satellites, and global manhunts. Tonight, the hunt would end. This was Operation Neptune Spear, a daring, covert raid that would reshape the fight against extremism and change history in just 40 minutes. May 2nd, 2011. In the quiet garrison city of Abbottabad, the night seemed ordinary. Streetlights flickered softly over silent roads, and most of the city slept peacefully beneath the mountains. But high above the rooftops, something unusual was unfolding. Two helicopters moved through the darkness, flying low and fast. Their rotors were engineered to be quieter than conventional aircraft, designed for missions where silence would survive. Inside those helicopters sat members of one of the most elite military units in the world, SEAL Team 6. Their objective was singular. They were hunting the most wanted man on Earth. For nearly a decade, intelligence agencies across the globe had searched for one man, a figure who had vanished into secrecy after orchestrating one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in modern history, Osama bin Laden. Since the devastating events of the September 11th attacks, the United States had launched the largest manhunt the world had ever seen. Satellites scanned mountains, intelligence officers followed countless leads, and yet, for years, he remained hidden. Tonight, a mission known only to a handful of people inside the U.S. government was about to unfold. Its codename, Operation Neptune Spear. If everything went according to plan, the mission would last less than an hour, but the consequences would echo across the world for decades, because before sunrise, history itself was about to change. For years, one name dominated global intelligence briefings: Osama bin Laden. Born into a wealthy and influential family in Saudi Arabia, bin Laden grew up surrounded by privilege. But over time, he moved away from that life and became deeply involved in militant ideology and conflict in the Middle East. During the 1980s, he traveled to Afghanistan, where fighters from across the Muslim world had gathered to battle Soviet forces. It was there that he built connections, resources, and a network that would later evolve into something far more dangerous. In the late 1980s, he helped establish Al-Qaeda, a group dedicated to carrying out attacks against Western targets. Over the years, Al-Qaeda orchestrated multiple deadly operations, but one event would change the course of global history forever. On September 11, 2001, coordinated attacks struck the United States. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives in the September 11 attacks. In response, the United States launched a worldwide campaign to find the man responsible. And the hunt for bin Laden had begun. After the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan, one man vanished without a trace. He disappeared into a shadowy world of remote hideouts and secret couriers. For years, intelligence agencies scoured every possible lead. The Central Intelligence Agency deployed thousands of analysts, working tirelessly around the clock. Satellite networks scanned the rugged mountains. Surveillance drones patrolled the skies endlessly, capturing hours of footage. Yet, for nearly a decade, there were no confirmed sightings, no reliable location. The world's most powerful intelligence network hunted a ghost. Analysts pored over intercepted communications, looking for the smallest clue. Patterns emerged and disappeared. Leads turned into dead ends. Every corner of Afghanistan, every village and cave system was meticulously checked. Every courier, every message, every rumor became a potential breakthrough. The hunt was relentless, exhausting, and painstaking, and still the target remained elusive. Then a breakthrough came from the least expected source. A single clue, a single connection revealed a trail that would lead directly to the heart of the mystery. After years of searching, the long hunt had finally found a thread, and that thread would unravel the secret that had eluded the world for nearly 10 years. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source, a courier. Not a soldier, not a commander, but a trusted messenger. His name, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. For years, intelligence teams suspected he carried messages between the target and the outside world. Finding him was like chasing a shadow. Every lead, every tip seemed to vanish before it could be confirmed. Analysts watched patterns of travel, routes, and communication signals, searching for a clue that could break the trail. Then, one day, a single phone call was intercepted. The voice on the line spoke carefully, too carefully. Investigators tracked the signal across villages, along mountain passes, and through remote roads. Step by step, the trail led them closer to a hidden location. Finally, it ended at a strange, isolated compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. 3 stories tall, high walls, barbed wire on top, no phone lines, no internet. Trash was burned instead of discarded. It was a house unlike any other the analysts had seen. The messenger's shadow had finally led them to a place of secrets, a location that would change the course of history. For months, surveillance had gone unnoticed, every movement meticulously recorded. The world's most wanted man had been hiding in plain sight, and yet one careful trace had been enough to uncover the path. The hunt was no longer blind, it was closing in. The compound was unusual. 3 stories tall, with 8-foot-high walls topped by barbed wire, it stood apart from the surrounding neighborhood. No phone lines, no internet. Communication was cut off from the outside world, and the residents burned their trash instead of discarding it normally, leaving no trace behind. For intelligence analysts, these small, seemingly mundane actions were significant red flags. But the most shocking detail outside. Every step, every gesture, every moment was a puzzle to the analysts. And yet they knew that patience and persistence would eventually reveal the story behind this unusual compound. It was a place of secrecy, discipline, and isolation. A house that seemed ordinary, but held extraordinary significance. For those watching from afar, it was a reminder that appearances can be deceiving. Behind high walls and silent courtyards, a hidden world thrived, untouched by the eyes of neighbors or the casual observer. The compound remained quiet, its mysteries intact, as the world waited for the next clue to emerge. Inside the White House, intense debates unfolded late into the night. President Barack Obama faced a decision that would shape history. The options were stark, each carrying enormous risks. 1. Launch an airstrike on the compound. But such an attack offered no certainty, no confirmation of success, and it could endanger civilians. 2. Deploy a drone strike from afar. precise yet impersonal. Again, no proof would be immediately available, and the chance of collateral damage loomed large. 3. Send a covert ground team directly inside. Dangerous, unpredictable, high stakes, but this option promised confirmation and control. For hours, advisors, military leaders, and intelligence officials debated the consequences, weighing strategy against morality, speed against certainty. Maps were spread across the table, satellite imagery flickered on screens, each option examined, every risk calculated. Finally, the president made the call. The most daring, most hazardous choice would be pursued. Covert ground raid. The mission would be carried out by the legendary SEAL Team 6, trained for the most difficult and precise operations. Their objective? Enter the compound, gather intelligence, and extract confirmation. 2 stealth-modified Black Hawk helicopters lifted off silently from a forward base in Afghanistan. The night was dark, almost still, but the pilots remained alert, eyes scanning every instrument, every horizon. They flew low, skimming treetops and hills, deliberately avoiding radar coverage, avoiding detection by any eyes or sensors below. Each rotor blade cut through the cold night air, barely audible from the ground, yet carrying the weight of the mission ahead. Their destination was a remote, heavily guarded compound in Abbottabad. Every detail of the journey had been rehearsed, every possible route mapped and memorized. Inside the helicopters, the Navy SEALs checked their weapons silently. Their faces were calm, controlled, yet every muscle was ready, every nerve on alert. As the first helicopter drew near the compound, the tension was palpable. Eyes scanned the walls, the gates, the surrounding terrain. Then, something unexpected happened. The aircraft began to lose lift. The air around the compound was turbulent, creating an invisible vortex that disrupted its steady hover. In seconds, the helicopter faltered, tilting dangerously. The mission, meticulously planned for months, was seconds from disaster. But the SEALs reacted instantly, training kicking in as the operation moved forward. Every second counted, every move was critical, and the night's silence was broken by the sounds of determination. As the helicopter hovered over the compound walls, the night air inside the enclosed courtyard swirled violently, creating a dangerous vortex. The aircraft began to lose lift. Within seconds, it tilted uncontrollably and crashed into the courtyard. The mission, painstakingly planned for months, was seconds away from total failure. Dust and debris filled the air. The darkness amplified every sound. The crash, the shouts, the roar of the rotors. But the SEALs reacted instantly. Training and discipline took over. Every team member moved with precision, regrouping despite the chaos. Breach charges were detonated. Explosions echoed through the compound as the assault continued. Despite the unexpected setback, the operation pressed on, each second critical, each movement carefully executed. The SEALs pressed forward, undeterred, determined to complete their objective. Room by room, floor by floor, the team moved cautiously, every step measured, every corner cleared. Shadows stretched across the hallways as they advanced, flashlights cutting through the darkness. Every door could conceal danger, every corridor a potential threat, yet their focus never wavered. Then they reached the 3rd floor. Inside one of the rooms, they discovered the key target of the mission. Within seconds, the operation concluded. The objective had been achieved. The team moved quickly, collecting critical intelligence, documents, and digital devices, ensuring no trace was left behind. Outside, the wreckage of the crashed helicopter served as a reminder of how close disaster had come. With precision and discipline, the team destroyed the helicopter to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. And then, almost as silently as they had arrived, they disappeared into the night. The operation, lasting only moments inside the compound, had profound consequences far beyond its duration. Hours later, President Barack Obama addressed the nation and the world. He spoke solemnly, his words carrying the weight of history. The individual responsible for the September 11th attacks had been found and neutralized. Across the United States, people gathered in streets, in public squares, and around televisions, reacting with a mixture of relief, disbelief, and cautious celebration. Yet even in this moment of closure, questions lingered. How had such a figure remained hidden for so long? Did anyone else know of his whereabouts? And what secrets lay locked inside the digital devices and documents seized during the operation? Investigators would continue to analyze the intelligence gathered, seeking answers piece by piece. Even today, some mysteries remain unsolved, reminders of the complexity of the world, the shadows where events unfold unseen. The announcement marked the end of one chapter, but history, as always, continued to write itself, leaving both answers and questions in its wake.
The raid lasted only 40 minutes, yet in that brief window, its impact reshaped global counterterrorism forever. It marked the end of one chapter in the ongoing fight against extremism. But the story also reminds us of something deeper. History is not written only by the battles we see, the wars declared, or the headlines we read. Sometimes it is written quietly, in the shadows, by missions no one witnesses, by choices made in the dark, by actions taken when the world sleeps. Those moments, unseen and uncelebrated, often change the course of events more than we realize. They remind us that courage often works in silence, that precision and determination, even unseen, can alter the course of history. And the lessons of these operations ripple far beyond their immediate moment. They echo through time, shaping the future in ways few ever notice. And as the dust settles, we are left with the echoes of bravery and resolve.